And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday, so you all know what time it is. It's time for On the Perf. And today, we're going to be talking about Area 2 down at one of, I would say, the cleanest, nicest presentation ranges I've been to, Rio Salado, down in Phoenix, Arizona. Site of, what's that?
I feel like it's one of the healthiest action shooting ecosystems.
Yes, I would say that's a pretty true statement. There is a absolute grip of shooting at that range. Just got word yesterday that I came off the wait list and will be in for Superstition there in the spring. So there will be more Phoenix, Arizona, Rio Salado stuff coming up in about March. But right now we're here to talk about Area 2. But before that, we need to thank a few people. On the Perf podcast brought to you by Atlas Gunworks. Mr. Maxwell, what kind of Atlas do you have for us today, buddy?
Here's the deal. I was talking with Atlas Gunworks this week, and you know what, listeners? We're just going to give you a little breather on the Atlas stuff. Just go ahead, do a little light stretching. Big Atlas news coming. And we're going to throw so much Atlas news at you. I think they're even going to let us scoop some stuff.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, it's definitely not a V3 pistol. Definitely not that. But lots of exciting stuff coming from Atlas in the near term. So just effing buckle up.
Solid. We are also brought to you by Bradley Manufacturing, and some good stuff coming from there too, because as you can tell, our audio is let's just call it what it is. It's jank. Our audio is jank. I am rocking a mic that I bought from my buddy Robert for an embarrassingly small amount of money, and it was bad enough that my buddy Rick, who actually does audio recording for a living, just laughed at it when he walked in and saw what I was using. And Maxwell's rocking a mic that our Lord and Savior Dave Hartman bought for him to do interviews for the Three Gun Show back in the day, and it is slowly dying a painful death. He has to very carefully modulate his distance from the mic, otherwise everything goes straight to crap. But we have put in orders for new mics, new recording equipment, pop filters, so it doesn't do that anymore. We're going to sound good. We're not going to sound good until about a month from now, but we are going to sound good.
We're basically going to be the Joe Rogan experience. I mean,
it's pretty much that. We're going to need a Jamie. So if anybody wants to be a Jamie and Google stuff for us for free, let us know. We're taking applications now. But if you think that our audio should be better and you want to help out, head on over to Bradley Manufacturing. You use the code OTP10, and that gets you 10% off whatever you want to buy. And if your world and tube gun shotgun competition world overlap at all, Bradley has something for you. Whatever you need, they make it. And they probably make the best version of that thing. Don't you agree, Adam?
Hundy P.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But one last thing here before we get, actually we got two last things, but our first of the two last things. We got two last things. We need our, I'm going to do them out of order here. So I forgot to shout out our prize table pull from Vortex Shootout.
Oh.
And the reason that we do those here is because it's pretty nice to be able to publicly thank sponsors for putting effort towards a match, whether that's prizes on the table or money or match slots or whatever that is. These matches get to happen because of the effort that these sponsors put in. So, if you pull something off a prize table, it is common courtesy and just good practice to, email them, say thanks, tag them in a post, thank them on social media, things like that. But we have a podcast, which means that we get to thank them publicly in front of everybody. I got to pull, Maxwell's going to be super pissed about this one, another ADM rifle.
Dude, you
off the price
suck.
table.
What? The ironic thing is I can get all the American Defense stuff I want, and I'm still jealous Like you're pulling ADM guns off the table.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yep. They're quite nice. So I got a couple friends who are about to get pretty good prices on pretty nice rifles.
What color is it? You get a cool color?
This one is gray.
Oh.
Sorry, buddy.
That's a nice
Sorry,
one.
buddy.
That's a nice one. My last one was gray. Or I guess my current one is gray.
Yep. There you go. And the second of our last two things, our Gary of the day.
Well, I guess price table pull wise, from my last one, I pulled a berries cert off of the Race Gun Nationals prize table.
Oh yeah.
And then I pulled another one tonight off of Area 2. So,
oh heck yeah.
So short of a gun that's worth a lot of money or I want to keep, my favorite thing to pull off a prize table is definitely ammo, or in this case, I like hand loading, so I like being able to pick which bullets I get. And yeah, I'm going to freaking cash that thing in here yet tonight and get those things on the way.
Nice.
But also, we're going to get into it. I also have that fat stack.
Yeah, buddy.
Cash from Hunter Constantine doing the belt stuff.
Hashtag spoiler alert.
So shout out to our boy Hunter throwing that belt cash out.
Hell
and
yeah.
Also, low key, shout out to Speed Bees. I tried one of their mag loaders. They've been handing them out at the Nationals this year. At Factory Gun Nationals, they were handing them out. But I don't shoot any of those guns, so really I didn't take them. But at Race Gun, they were handing out 2011 ones. And I had to teach that week, got to teach that week. So I was using it, and Ryan Reed was helping me because I was in Little Rock. And he saw that thing, and he's been, cashing in on Speed Bees, too. He's bought, I swear to God, he's bought one for every gun that he has. He's like, these things are actually really cool. And I'm like, nice. Yeah, at first it looks kind of like a janky contraption, but it's pretty cool because it's got it's actually got a mag catch in it. So you insert it like you're sticking it into a pistol and it locks in there.
Oh, sweet. So you don't have to hold it against the table or anything.
Yeah, you don't.
You can just kind of hang out and chatting.
Yeah, I've used Lulas forever. This is cool because you don't really need to push on anything. You can just kind of jerry it in your hands. And
I dig it.
That's cool. So shout out to Speed Bees also. Good dudes.
Nice. Right on. So, our Gary of the day. Oh my God, this one is so good. This one is from Vortex.
There are Garys that we bank. We have some. We're just saving for a rainy day. But we always ask each other if we have one contemporary, and I always get excited when Riser's eyes light up. He's like, "Oh, I got one!" I'm like, I'm here for it, and I hope you all are too. So,
yeah.
What do we got?
Okay, so at Vortex, shooting the afternoon squad. So show up to the stage a little bit early, watching the last squad shoot the stage. The stage ends with 25-ish rounds of shotgun. And this person goes down, shoots the stage, and I can't really tell what's going on, but the shotgun shooting's going real rough. I can't tell if there's a malfunction going on, if there's just loading issues, what the heck it is. And then, kind of hanging out. We're staying out of the way, as you should if you're the next squad up. And then she comes walking back, and someone's like, "Hey, what happened?" And she goes, I accidentally put my chest rig on upside down. So all my shotgun shells were upside down.
What?
So I had to pull them off and load them one at a time. I couldn't do quads. Now, that wasn't the Gary.
I was going to say, did she quad them all in backwards too?
No, she didn't quad them all in backwards. She noticed the mistake, and then she had to peel them off one at a time, and old school, but even worse, that thing. The Gary was the person standing next to her when she said that went, "Oh, I do that all the time, at least once a match."
What?
I'm like, wait, what? This isn't a thing that happened once and it hurt so bad that you never ever did it again. This happens routinely. Just look down and be like, can I see the bottom of my shells? If no, that's not good.
There's we want the sport to embrace everyone. We want everyone in our sport, but sometimes you see stuff and it's like maybe gun ownership is not for you.
Or maybe just like a patch on your chest rig that says like this way up or something. Like idiot proof it a little bit, you know?
Oh my
But
gosh, I would.
If this is
yeah,
dude, if this is happening to you once a match, man, you need to square yourself. Like, this is not okay.
Yeah,
This is super not okay.
that's usually like the first when someone's humble enough to like they're brand new at a match and they're humble enough to like, hey man, like if you see like you probably get this too, like when they kind of figure out that you know what you're doing, they're like, hey man, if you see anything, could you just let me know? And I'm like, well,
Yep.
since you asked, first of all, why don't you go ahead and turn all your magazines around?
Yep. That's usually the first thing. Bullets forward, homie.
Bullets
Unless it's a rifle
forward,
mag.
yeah, and then yeah, putting them where your like wrist lands straight on them, like that's just big. They're like, oh wow.
I've seen so many lately. For some reason, like B-class open shooters, where the mags starting at about the hip are all facing forwards, like they're leaning forwards.
Yeah,
And I'm like, what? Like, just bring your arm to the side, sweep it around your waist, whatever angle your forearm is when it gets to your mag, that's the angle the mag should be. Unless you're a 3-gunner with a 28-inch waist like me, then everything just kind of has to be vertical because that's life sometimes. But if that ain't the case, if you're just a USPSA shooter, that stuff better be facing at least the right direction. At least just not the wrong direction.
yeah,
Like,
not
come on.
multiple directions.
Yeah, not multiple directions. Just poking all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
Heck yeah. All right, well, Area 2, Mr. Maxwell.
Area.
How
2.
did it feel to be down in the desert? Was it nice temps down there? It's pretty nice in the swell this weekend.
It was decent. It was warmer than I thought it would be. It was warmer than I anticipated it being.
It's Phoenix, dude. Both of those things are always true.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. I really like coming to this match and this range. Like you say, it's one of the better action shooting ecosystems in the country, I think. I mean, every place you go, if you look under the hood, it's got its scars and it's got its drama. But like if you come to a pistol match at Rio, I can't speak for their multi-gun program, although they mercilessly hit me up every time I'm here to come to Superstition. I've never been. Maybe I'll be able to this year. I'm not sure. If I can't, it's a personal thing. But like they put down good stages. It's a good range. It's close to a major city, so you have all the amenities. There's good places to eat. There's good places to stay. They're just set up for it, and it's also one of these areas of the country where there's a lot of retired people. So like there's a lot of people in kind of that prime age where they are still handy and helpful, but they got a lot of time on their hands. So like the stages are well constructed. They have enough gate. I swear they have like 10 gators here that they're just personal gators, but they park them in their shed there because, you know, Bob's here every week doing whatever.
Yeah.
You know, they're just set up well for it. And I wouldn't say I like that you're not going to get any big surprises when you come here. Not that it's easy and not that you know what to expect, but you're not going to get any surprises. Because like sometimes some of like the areas on the bays they use, they're the kind of size and shape like, oh yeah, there's kind of one kind of stage that goes here. You know, oh yeah, this one's always going to be some kind of horseshoe thing but and I've asked locals here, I'm like, is this the same stage as last year? Like, do you guys just leave this up? Because
and just shoot it all year.
yeah, like in the past, I mean, that was the thing at Pro Gun in Vegas. Like Pete would leave some of that stuff up year to year because they had to drill into rock to drive every nail down. So it's like when he put up a wall, it stayed there a while, and they moved other stuff around. But And they were like, no, this all gets torn flat tomorrow, and it was put up a week ago. I'm like, oh, this stage seems. I swear to God, we shot the same stage here last year, but like it's subtle. It's subtle changes. Like it's a little bit different every time.
Do they go hardcore on barrel stack memory stages? Because that's one of my big complaints about Superstition. Is there's always two stages of like, hey, you know what we should do? We should drag like 30 pieces of paper and 100 double barrel stacks into this bay and just make a rat maze where like you just have one long shooting area and every step you see like 2 targets but 3 other ones disappear. Then you take another step, then 3 targets appear and 2 more disappear. And those are a nightmare.
No.
Yay.
Well,
if anybody from
put
Rio who puts on Superstition is listening, stop doing that. None of us like it.
They're terrible. Put it this way. I didn't use the riser video trick for any of these stages.
Oh, then they definitely don't do that.
Yeah. Although there were a couple, I was doing so good, buddy. I was doing so good.
Wait. Did you shoot at all the things?
No.
Ah, Adam.
I forgot one.
We were gonna go back to back, man.
I know.
I put the send train on the tracks. All you had to do was just ride the caboose.
I died a little. I died a little inside. It was. I forget exactly what. I don't know that I ever knew exactly what the official theme was, but it's something along the lines of space aliens was the theme this year. And this particular stage 3, for those of you who are here, it was loosely based off of the bar scene in Star Wars.
Oh hell yeah!
So there's basically a donut on the inside, and you kind of had to run all the way around the whole thing. And I'm shooting single stack, and so I'm kind of picking my way through here. And as we're going we'll call it as I'm going downrange, from uprange to downrange to the forward fault line, the way the target's kind of laid out in single stack, I have a choice between like carrying. I have like 3 rounds left in the gun or 4 rounds left in the gun. And so I was debating, do I carry those into the next position and shoot empty, or do I stick another reload in here? And so there was a place about 3/4 of the way through on this 32 round stage where it was kind of I had some ammo early, and then I was kind of like it had to go one way or another, and if I took one extra shot, I was going to have to improvise the reloads to get to the end. And so I'm taking some spicy shots on the way up because they're hard covers. So doing some hardcover shots on the move, and I shoot at a tux from about 10 yards. So 10-yard tux on the move, limited exposure. I called a bad shot and I shot my extra shot. So like in my head of like, okay, I know I'm going to have to do something extra at the end here to get through. And so I'm shoot. And I'm like, okay, and I shot one shot on an open paper target, and I'm like, that was my 9th shot. I need to reload. So I did I did a reload and then came back and shot that paper again. And I'm kind of thinking my way through, okay, I can shoot this many, then I'm going to have to reload again. I'm doing the round count math in my head.
Yeah, this is never a good sign.
They also down here have one of those. They have the barrel in the corner, and there's the poppers. There's poppers on each side of the barrel. So you got to go hard to this corner, shoot the popper from one side. You got to go hard to the other corner, and then you see the other popper. And they had one of those on both sides. And in the midst of me doing the reload math, I forgot one of those poppers hard stage right. So one mic FTSA, and I was like, ugh. I was very deflated because like I thought I had, I think I had one of my better runs on a pistol match of the year. Like I was pretty happy with like laying this down. just like working. I think my thing right now is I'm almost trying to work on my systems of like coming to a major match, managing energy, managing nutrition, trying to shoot penalty free kind of stuff. So I was like, I was really happy with it, and then like that demon reared its ugly head. But I also did the math afterwards on the practice score competitor, and that would not have been enough to get me any higher on the list. I would have just been closer to the guy in front of me. So
fair enough.
I didn't lose it all there, but I was very like, that was the goal for the match, was to not do that, normalize not doing that. And I got tripped up. Man, you lose focus for 1 second in this game. It's like Danny Ocean said.
That's right.
So yeah, we did not shoot it clean. A lot of, I would say, kind of like we were saying in the race gun nationals match, like you're not gonna find a lot of hard stuff at nationals. I think you're going to find more difficult shooting, more technical shooting at area matches. And that was this match. I mean, there was a ton of tuxes.
This one had it, huh?
A ton of tuxes, a ton of hard covers, a ton of barrels. So barrels ate a lot of bullets.
Mm-hmm. Nothing sounds worse than that noise that a bullet makes when it goes into a barrel and then spins around for like 12 seconds.
Yeah.
That's a horrifying noise.
Or what's worse, like I had one. I was shooting at one, and of course, when they put a target next to a barrel, they also usually make it a hardcover. And so, like, I shot at this one, and it was right at the end. Right at the bottom of the magazine, bang, bang. And then I had my 9th round in the chamber. And I couldn't tell you what it was, but, like, the shot looked okay, but it felt wrong. And I didn't hear the bonk. And so I had, for a moment in time there, I was thinking shoot my last bullet at it. And I was like, no, I didn't hear the bonk. So we'll let it ride. And the dude goes up there and he's like, Alpha Mike. And I'm like, what do you mean Alpha Mike? That's an Alpha Charlie. And he's like, well, here's your barrel strike. I'm like, ah. All right. But yeah, lots of technical shoot. Like I say, not a lot of room for error. And shooting a low cap division in a high cap world, like, is a lot of ammo management. Working with you, but it was fun.
And a lot of hardcover combined with that can lead to a real big disaster when things go a little wrong.
Right. And like, I mean, I have mics for sure, but kind of like I was saying on the last match that I said too, or I talked about too. I think I'm at a point where I'm not furiously mad at a mic if it's within an inch of the perf. Like, if it's a hardcover mic within an inch, like, that could have gone either way. That's degree of accuracy of the gun type of stuff, and also on an iron sight gun, my sight picture. I'm a little bit more forgiving on iron sight of myself on iron sight guns than dot guns, because there's just more variables there. But like, all the mics I had in the match were within half an inch of the perf in a black hardcover. So it's like that. Yeah, that could have gone either way. And when you do the practice score magic on it, if I take back those, I would have been like 4th at 90%. So I ended up about 85% in 7th place, and I would have been up to 90% if we did the magic eraser on it without adjusting any times. So I was pretty happy with that, especially shooting from concealment. So
yeah, what do you think concealment adds to your draw?
0.2.
0.2?
Yeah.
What do you think it adds to your reload?
Nothing.
Oh, is the mags out?
Yeah, because the way...
Or just the way you sweep it?
So the way Hunter wrote the rules for revolver and single stack, you don't have to conceal your magazines. So
because you're doing like 5 reloads a stage.
right. So that's where
Yeah.
and I think that's almost what makes it awkward is because you have to get all that ammo on top of a concealment rig. So ultimately what I did was I took my regular single stack rig, I took the QLS holster off, and then my buddy helped me, shout out to Doug. My buddy helped me put a ratchet on it, so I put one of the belt ratchets on there because it doesn't fit if I have a gun on. So I take the same rig with a belt ratchet and I ratcheted it over the top, and so I had all my mag pouches on the outside. So it's just a draw, and most of the stages here, there wasn't really anything that you could draw and shoot off the rip.
So you're absorbing that in the movie anyway.
Yeah, so you usually have to take a step or several steps. You know, there wasn't very much just draw bang to a target.
Yeah.
Usually you had to go somewhere or do something. So most of them I could absorb, and in a sterile practice environment after a day of work, you know, all that stuff, you know, my practicing after work at work, where on a regular rig I'm like a 1.2 pretty comfortably without trying too hard, and I can get sub-second. I'm more like 1.3, 1.4, and then, you know, also I can get down to like 1.1 on an appendix rig. The biggest thing for concealment rigs is how it positions the butt of the gun and how tucked against your body is it. Because like when you're carrying these things, we're trying not to print, but the more tucked in your gun is near your belt and against your body, that's more digging you have to do to get your fingers on it and get wrapped around it to pull it out. So some of it is like, where does this thing present the gun where I can grab it pretty smooth? And so earlier this year I used a different holster that I don't normally conceal carry with because it's not comfortable and it prints pretty bad, but it was easy to grab. And I was, after you asked me on the last episode, like, am I going to use my real rig? I was thinking about it, and I actually did use a leather holster. So I used a Spark Summer Special leather holster. It's one of my carry holsters. And when I was playing around with it, it rode at the right height where I could get a good grab on it without having to dig for it. So to give the people what they want, I did actually shoot with one of my real carry holsters.
Yeah, attaboy.
Leather, the whole bit. And it worked pretty good. I had the other one here, but I was like, you know what, this is going good, so I'll let it ride. I almost DQ'd myself a couple times tucking that thing back in there, but you know, they weren't really looking at my junk, so they didn't catch me. But yeah, it went really good. And like I say, like, I don't think it cost me a whole lot. I mean, like I say, if without those mics, I'm 90% and fourth at this is a very single stack competitive area. So
yeah, for sure. Well, did I see right? Did Tim Herron go home?
He did. And
I think I saw his Instagram post. I wasn't sure if that was from Area 2 or not.
Got the story. It was the same. The stage that I just told the story about. The
oh, it was the same stage.
The same stage. He got into one of those flyby gaps. So there was, you know, there was a lateral wall and barrels. They're kind of presenting you this flash window to shoot it from, and it disappears pretty quickly. And it sounds like he got too close into one of those walls, and his gun hit the wall as he was running by and broke the 180.
Yep.
So
what a bummer.
That sounds like what happened to Tim.
Yep. Yeah, that's the gist that I got from the video that he posted up.
Yeah, I didn't see the video, but that was what Keith had gotten the story, so I had it on pretty good information that was what happened.
Yep. That's what it looked like. Well, that's a bummer for him. Well, so technical. How many stages?
15.
15. Nice.
15
15 stages.
AM,
2-day
PM,
match. 3-day match.
3-day match.
3-day match.
AM, PM, the weird way. I think you've talked me into.
I'm telling you, man.
We're gonna.
I'm telling you.
I think we're gonna do it for multi-gun nationals. I think we're gonna.
Yes.
We're gonna fix this.
That a boy. Yes, we need to fix the word. Like, I never even thought about it until Brian brought that up, and then as soon as he said the words, I was like, "Yeah, you're right. What are we doing? This is so dumb. Like, why don't we do it the other way and give people like a reasonable amount of time?"
What's really weird? As we've been doing this for years, right? We've been going to big matches, big multi-day matches away from home. Yep. This is not a new thing for me, but I'm like, all of a sudden, yesterday was my AM day, and today I'm back to PM again. So I had my 24 hours. So I got up early, I shot, I had a late lunch, and then I'm just like smoked for the rest of the day. Like, I don't know whatever window of time I have to shoot, it's like I lay it all down during that time, and then I'm just smoked the whole time, and kind of lazy all afternoon. Don't really do anything. Don't want to talk to anyone. Late start in the morning, same thing. Lazy start. Didn't, and like normally I'm a 5 a.m. club guy. I am up right away in the morning, working out, doing stuff. But for whatever reason, I'm just smoked. And I'm like, this is I have 24 hours until I shoot again, basically.
Yeah. And
just hanging out in a hotel room, watching Edmund Fitzgerald documentaries. So
solid, like a true man from around the Great Lakes area.
Yes.
I got that right? That was yes. It was the ferry, right?
No, it's an iron ship. So from most of
I thought that I'm getting confused with the ferry. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about now. Yeah. What was the ferry that went down?
I have no idea. No idea. But yeah, so iron mines are in northern Minnesota. They go down the Great Lakes to Toledo, Toronto, Cleveland, Chicago, where the steel mills are, because that's closer to the coal mines. So yeah, there's big iron ships that go through the locks in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, and they got caught in a big storm, and basically the ship sunk almost instantly, and no one survived. So it's a big mystery as to what actually happened.
Yep.
Short version.
Yeah.
We're not a shipwreck show.
I don't know. I think there's probably more money in that.
Probably.
We should look into being a shipwreck show.
Probably.
We can get real sponsors that aren't afraid of guns.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
but yeah,
sure.
I was like, but back to AM/PM, I'm like, yeah, this is the thing. Like, and like, I definitely would rather shoot in the morning, because especially here, it's hot. So I definitely would rather shoot in the morning. So I'm like, oh, if I did Riser's thing, I would have got to shoot the good time of day all 3 days. And the people who wanted to sleep in, they could have slept in and shot in the afternoon all 3 days. And how neat is that? But
I'm telling you.
I think
I'm telling you. It's, yeah.
And I was also sweating it because getting ready to come into hand loader's corner here, I was staring down where my chrono visit was on the schedule.
Bro.
Yes.
I saw, did I see it right? Is 165 point what?
3.
0.3.
So.
Oh my God, dude.
So
have you thought about maybe just like adding 2 tenths and just being done with this?
So here's the deal. First of all, just
so if it was like 5 degrees hotter, you would have been boned.
Oh yeah. So for the record, I'm shooting through this batch of ammo, and I'm never doing this again. For all of you out there, I have about 300 rounds of it left. I doubt I'll use it at a major match. But so what had happened was, I last winter essentially decided to make this load, invested finite resources in some premium components, namely bullets. I mean, I got 200 grain haps on these things. Shout out to Hornady. So I made this ammo basically chasing this old load that I used to do when I first started. And I now know that when I started IDPA, there ain't no way that stuff was near hot enough to be legal. But anyway, so I had a bunch of this powder that I decided to make 45 loads with. I developed that load in February. This stuff was shooting like 172. I go to Western States single stack end of February this year, which it's a little bit cooler here then. But I go there, chrono, 173, no problem. In fact, I'm like, man, that's a little bit hot. I could even take a little bit more out of that. So I leaned it out a little bit. And then I made the rest of it. So I had this batch that shot 173. I leaned it out to 169.
Nice.
And that's the ammo that I shot the Wisconsin section with. Fully expecting this stuff to be major, no problem, and I go minor at the Wisconsin section. So I
by like one, right?
No, by like a lot. It was 161.
It was 161?
Yeah, so this stuff chronoed here at 173. That same batch of ammo, actually, the reduced batch of ammo, went 161. And I'm like, huh, that's weird. And so my confidence is shaken. And we're like staring down the barrel of Factory Gun Nationals. So that's where I brought the batch of ammo that went 173 here and some other stuff that I made also with this powder. I brought a bunch of ammo, and then we roll up to the practice bay in Ohio. And this is where Tanfo Timmy and I learned that tightwad is extremely reverse temperature sensitive. All right, so that ammo also does the same batch of ammo, this ammo that went 173 here in December, at that range, when I tested it, was 155 power factor.
Oh,
in the summer, really slow.
Dude, these are huge swings.
Which is also why my zero was so far off when I started that match, right?
Yeah, because the bullets coming out of there like 100 feet per second slower.
But I caught
Jesus.
I quote unquote caught it in time, and so I'm like, okay, well this isn't gonna work for the match. So I went and got that factory defensive ammo from Cabela's because that's what they had. So going from being zeroed for stuff that's 160, shooting stuff that's 190, okay, that's point of impact's going to be a little bit different. But we learned the lesson on temperature sensitivity. Told you that story to tell you this one. I had a bunch of ammo left here from Western States. It never ended up getting shipped home for boring reasons. So I have a match's worth of this ammo here. And I'm thinking to myself, I asked some locals. Oh, and when to finish the national story, because I had 24 hours before I got to shoot again, I threw some of that stuff in the freezer in my room. And then I put it in my cooler, and I drove straight to the range and I shot it. All frosty, 173.
Nice.
All right, so this stuff is wicked temperature sensitive.
Wow.
So
Jesus.
I know I have this ammo here, and so I asked a local, hey, like what's the weather like there, in November?
Is it gonna be cold enough?
Yeah. And they're like, oh, I mean, it'll probably be like 60s in the 50s, 60s in the mornings, and then like 70, maybe 80 in the afternoon. I'm like, perfect. That'll be fine. And then I'm also on the fence because Hunter was doing belt at this match. And so far this year at area matches, he's only done it for overall. So he'd only recognized divisions at Factory Gun Nationals. I was like, well, do I shoot single stack? Because I kind of want to, and the ammo's already there. or do I ship another batch of ammo and shoot belt? And I was very torn about this. And I get wind that he's got enough cash in the kitty that he's going to recognize divisions here. So I'm like, all right, well, that's a sign. I'm shooting single stack, and I'll do it for belt. There was maybe one other guy, I think maybe Nate Barnes. He, like, 3 days ago posted a picture of some crazy IWB rig with, like, a bunch of mags in it, like he's going to shoot belt at this match. And I asked Hunter, I was like, hey, did you change the rules for, because, you know, this guy is all set to, like, IWB, all these mags. And he's like, no, I didn't change the rules, whatnot. And we were talking back and forth. And that guy ended up not shooting single stack. So I'm in single stack all by myself for belt. And so what I'm here for, I'm going to win if I stay in the match. But I also want to do well. So we're looking at the weather. We're looking at the weather and we're looking at the matrix. I'm not going to chrono until halfway through the last day
for those of you guys keeping score here. If your match depends on whether or not you chrono in the morning or the afternoon, that is a stressful weekend.
Yeah,
this is so bad.
That's some Gary shit right there. Actually,
that's very Gary shit. Back to the Gary of the day. The Gary of the day is. So wait, so you said you didn't chrono until afternoon of the last day?
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah, afternoon.
Oh, you didn't even get a morning chrono?
No. So
dude, this is rough.
I've shot the entire. I have 2 stages to go. It's the afternoon. We roll up to chrono. It's 85 degrees.
So you could probably drop like 10%. If all of a sudden you just go minor and all of your fucking Charlies are 2 points instead of 3, or 3 points instead of 4, and yeah, like this is,
yeah. And actually,
this is so rough, dude.
When I wargamed it,
I'm getting stressed out just listening to this.
When I wargamed it, I would have dropped 1 place. I would have. Corey Coxwell would have beat me if I would have gone minor. And so,
I'm actually surprised it wasn't more than that. Interesting.
Yeah, well, because there's so many partials at this match, like they're all alphas anyway.
That's a super valid point. Yeah, if everything's a zebra, minor doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I roll up to this stage, and I'm like, I just FTSA'd that steal, and so I'm like, if I go minor here, I'm just gonna go ahead and forgive myself for that. And it's just gonna be a good story for the show. And I let a couple other people in on what's going on here. We actually, however, our squad was Keith Garcia, who I've never been squatted with before. This is the most Keith Garcia time I've had ever. And he's awesome, by the way.
Yeah, Keith is fun to hang out with.
And he also listens to our show. So,
hey, Keith. Good to see you, buddy.
Keith. One other random guy, I think he was local. And then the rest of our squad was the Maui Mafia. They were all from Hawaii. Which was...
Oh, poor bastards.
Which was kind of awesome. They were all good dudes. If you have a chance to squad with the Maui guys, 10 out of 10 recommend.
Yep. So, sorry about your gun laws, but I do love your state.
Which they did tell us about. We can get to that in a minute. So I roll up to chrono, and here we go. So they
okay. What were they taking bets on whether or not you're going to go minor?
No, they were not. But I was.
I like these guys less. I definitely would have had a pool going.
Oh yeah. Well, I was saying like they should just always theme the chrono stage. The chrono stage should just always be themed to Vegas, and they should just have a roulette wheel that you can like spin while you're waiting your turn.
Solid.
So I'm shooting a 200 grain Hornady action pistol bullet, which means I need 825 feet per second or more to make major. And so they put my gun in the box and they weigh it and all that stuff. And all right, here we go. Boom, 811.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, that's not good.
And the whole world can hear Adam's butt pucker.
And then second Gary of the day. The other bullet I put in there. I noticed one while I was loading mags that would not gauge. So I put that in my chrono bag, and I was hoping they would pull that one, but they didn't. So this thing's out of battery, which just throws this guy for a loop. And he whacks the back of the slide with his hand, which is a horrible idea on a 1911 because it always hurts and it never fixes it.
Yeah, because there's not enough slide there because you have to get around the hammer.
Yeah. So
Yep.
So he fumbles around with that a little bit, ends up just chucking it on the ground, and grabs another one out of my bag. And shoots another one. Boom, 814. And I'm like, damn it.
This is not going well.
And the third bullet, boom, 825. You're saying there's a chance. And he doesn't math in public, so he turns to his partner and he's like, "Are we good?" And she's like, "Nope, got to keep going." "All right, we'll shoot one more." Boom, 826. Yeah, baby.
Ooh.
And that was 163 point something. Like, oh, gotta shoot again. Like, yep, we gotta shoot again. Boom, 827 or something like that. Pulled me 165.3 with one bullet left.
Oh
well,
my
two bullets
God,
left
dude.
because he threw that one on the ground. But I'm like,
oh Jesus.
this is the best possible outcome that this could possibly be.
Oh my God, dude.
But it was
Yeah.
it was a ride. We laughed, we cried. It moved me, Bob. And
Who makes tightwad? Is that
Hodgdon.
Hodgdon?
It's a shotgun powder. It's a shotgun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Hodgdon, don't send us a cease and desist. We're using the incorrect powder for the incorrect thing.
Yep.
This is our fault. We're not saying that your stuff is crappy. I quite like 4350 for my 6.5 Creedmoor. Don't sue us.
Oh yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Your product's
absolutely.
fine.
And same thing. Like when I asked for this stuff, I requested it through work, and they're like, "Are you sure?" That should be your first sign. And they're like, "You want what?"
Did the guys at Hodgdon say that, or the guys that
Yeah.
are ordering through?
No, the guys
Oh,
at
yeah,
Hodgdon said that. They're like,
If the powder
sure.
guys are like, this is the wrong powder for the thing you want to do, maybe you should rethink your life choices.
Oh, well, they didn't know what I was going to use it for, but like they don't sell very much of it, like ever.
Yeah.
So I was like, huh?
Yeah,
so that was
nobody really lives for shotgun anymore.
Yeah, so that was exciting.
Yeah, that
But-
is exciting.
Also,
Jesus.
you better believe that I was letting that shit cook in the car and sit in the sun the whole time. And they called me out on it. They called me on the first day. Like, these guys don't know me from Adam.
Yeah.
So they're like, they see me shoot the first stage, and they're like, are you shooting major? Like, yeah, shooting 45. They're like, oh man, that thing doesn't move in your hand. I'm like, oh damn, do these guys listen to the show? Like, do they? They're like, oh,
I have
wow.
some really good recoil control, man.
Yeah, I was like, man, am I getting called out right now? Like, I was like, man, I hope I go major on the last day so they don't think I'm a cheater.
Yeah, no kidding. That's how you get a reputation, son.
Yeah, but like I said, I will not be using this powder for anything serious anymore. I have a bunch of it that I have to figure out what to do with. I'll probably make some BS 9mm load with it and give it back to God, very slowly. But yeah, I'm not. This powder goes in the same category as Syntech ammunition. You don't shoot it at anything you care about. All right, like if you care about the result, don't use that.
Yep. Checks out. So how was it like a lot of big field courses, medium courses, short courses? What was the balance there?
A lot of big field courses and some medium courses. No short courses. Nothing. How much is a short course? 12 rounds is still technically a medium course, right?
Yeah, I think like 10 or less. I don't remember.
Yeah, there
I don't
was
know.
one.
I'm not a
There's one.
USPSA guy.
There's one little bay all the way over by the shotgun venue. It's like it's got a cover on it and stuff, and it's got log walls.
Yeah, it's got the railroad tie walls.
Yeah, the railroad tie walls.
Yeah, I've shot that bay.
That one they had a strong hand only course in. That was 12 rounds, and that was probably one of the shorter ones.
Yep.
And that one, folks at home who've been watching may have seen. That was the one with they had a porthole that you have to open.
Yep.
And Hunter Constantine and his posse, they were throwing mags at it and getting that to open up.
Solid.
And they did it, like they landed it. But yeah, you had to shoot the whole thing strong hand only. Of course, I had to get a reload in there somewhere. So yeah, that one was a medium course, and yeah, most of the other ones I would say they were medium, large, or long courses, pretty much.
Yeah.
For the whole thing.
Right on.
There was one stage all the way. Stage 1, it was a long course, but you had to shoot the last 3 targets weekend only.
This seems to be like, I don't know if this is a new thing or not, but this has been popping up in our locals lately where like just whatever your last 3 targets are, you have to shoot them one way or the other in the rest of the state. Has that changed? Because I've never seen that before this year.
Yeah, I think it was a way. You out there don't kill me, but I think before the only way you could force somebody to shoot strong hand only or weak hand only was if it was a Virginia count. And so they said you could designate up to 3 targets on a Comstock course one way or the other. I think that's a fairly recent change, and that's where that comes from. There's a quasi-new rule that allows them to do that.
Yeah. Why do strong hand, weak hand stages have to be Virginia count?
I just think that was the way it was before. It was just...
Okay, so it's just a classic, like, it's this way because it's the way we've always done it?
Yeah, and so...
That's my least
eventually
favorite thing.
They were like, hey, this is kind of dumb. Could we change this a little bit? Or, like, we want to do things strong hand, weak hand only, but not make it suck, so...
Yeah, so instead of just saying, yeah, it can be Comstock, they said you can have 3 targets on a Comstock stage?
Yeah, like you can't force people to do more than that. So they could put it on a larger course. And in this one, it was one of those ones where you start in the middle and then you have to choose to go right or choose to go left. The smart way was to go right and end up on the left shooting some partials. And I think there was a no-shoot over there too, but those were the 3 that you had to shoot weekend only. Or you could fall into the trap and shoot it the wrong way, go left, and then there was 3 wide open targets all the way on the right that you would end up with. So if you took the chicken line, you end up with 3 wide open targets very close, but that wasn't the fast way to shoot it.
Oh, I gotcha.
Or you went the fast way and took the riskier shots.
I do dig that, because that's what's always been like at our local matches. There will be like an obvious way, which will also be the right way to shoot the stage, and it will also lead you to end with like the easy targets. Mm-hmm. And I like that, where it's like, oh, do you want to shoot it the fast way with hard strong hand shooting at the end, or do you want to shoot it the slow way with easy strong hand shooting at the end? I do kind of like that. Yeah,
I thought this was really good execution of that. And yeah, it was a classic. Like, most people ended up with the more challenging side, but there was the chicken line that you could take and shoot it that way. That is also where was it
the obvious wrong way to shoot it, to take the chicken line, or was it like subtle?
Yeah, because you had to backpedal way more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you had a lot more uprange running to do if you wanted to do it that way.
Gotcha.
Because you got sucked deep into a corner, and then you had to come like 10 yards uprange to get to those.
Gotcha.
Or shoot them first and go the other way.
Yep. Gotcha.
And that is where we saw our only DQ on our squad. a PCC guy. He ended up at the weak shoulder port, and then while he was unloading, showing clear, he cooked one.
Oh, bummer, dude.
He cooked one after if you are finished, and so he was very sad, which
that sucks.
Which PSA, if that happened, like obviously if it's your same group of guys and they've heard all your stories before, you don't have to, but like if a dude does that on your squad at a major match and you have like a story of, hey, this happened to me, I would say bro code would dictate that you go up and give that guy that story at that moment when he feels like an inch tall.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went and gave him the story of me throwing away my best run at Surefire ever on the second to last stage of the last day. But
that's a bummer, dude.
But yeah, he was super
speaking of
out.
which, we got a bit of an LQ from it was from my match footage for Vortex, where I got DQ'd and then undQ'd. And basically somebody was asking like, hey, I heard on the podcast that, you got DQ'd. Are you going to show the video of that? I am not. And this is the reason why. I would love to show that if it could be used for what I want it to be used for, which is educational purposes. So I could show somebody like, hey, here's where I screwed up. Here's what happened, and explain this away. But what will actually happen is it'll end up in some like idiots with guns montage that'll live on forever. And I don't want that. So I'm not going to post it for that reason, and for that reason alone. It's not that I'm embarrassed that the competition shooting community will see it and judge me. It's that I know that it will end up in some other thing used to show how dangerous guns are, and I'm not going to do that. So there you go. That answers your question.
Jeremy Moore also tried to call me the other day, and I wasn't able to pick up, but I don't know if I was going to get chewed out again or I've been chewed out before.
I've been chewed out before. Yeah.
I don't know what Jeremy wanted, but he did try to call me the other day. I was like, oh, somebody heard the podcast.
Yep. No, it was yeah.
And Jeremy, I will get back to you.
I was very bummed, and then I was very happy. Yeah, I'm really happy that like the match with the loosest rules is the place where I did the dumbest thing and was able to stay in the match.
And I think the biggest DQ trap of this whole thing, it was the first stage that we started on, which was 7 if you were here. But basically it's one of those way up range starts. And so you got a massive retreat to do. And then about halfway back, there's stomp pads for, one of them stomps for a swinger that you end up seeing when you end up on a shaky bridge at the end. So there's a stomp pad.
There's no opportunity to shoot the swinger when you activate it.
The swinger is the last possible thing that you can shoot. Like you have to shoot everything else before you get there.
Gotcha.
And if you don't activate this, you got a long way to go to activate it and come
boned.
back.
Yeah.
And then there was another one horizontal from that, so you couldn't get them both at the same time. You kind of had to step on one and then slap the other. The other one was on a table, and that activated a max trap that would open up a target where the head was visible, so you didn't have to activate it, and a lot of people didn't, but shooting single stack with iron sights and only a week of prep on iron sights, I activated that thing.
The whole head or partial?
The whole head was visible, so everybody with a dot, you were crazy to activate that thing. But if you needed some
how
help,
far?
10 yards.
Okay.
It was a spicy shot, but it was totally doable. And it was just kind of awkward because it was an up range, and then you kind of had to weave right, weave left to get them both, and then you still had more retreating to do. And so that was a big 180 trap. People getting curled around in there, and I was specifically worried about how I was going to do that because I was also due for a reload at that point. So I'm coming up range, and I have to hit both of these traps, and I need to stuff a reload somehow. And I got through there. But quite a few guys. This was our first stage of the match, and Keith and I basically don't know any of these guys. And I jumped on this squad because I know who Keith was, and there was space available, and that was about it. I didn't know who any of these other guys were. And the first few guys, they forgot to stomp on the swinger.
Oh, dude.
So they got all the way back, and Keith said he's like, wow, these guys got some pretty spicy guys here. They got some wicked plans. And then like they got to the bridge, and he's like, oh, nope, no plan. Plan is gone.
No, they just forgot.
Run all the way back up there, stop it, run all the way back. And like the first 3 or 4 people on our squad, they did the same thing. Like all of them did.
Nice.
But that was the big RO, or not RO trap, the big 180 trap. Most of the DQs, if you're looking at how many DQs there were at the match, a lot of them are right there. There was also a bit of a reshoot gate.
Ooh.
Because I think it was, this is secondhand information, but so 3 spicy times on stage 8, which had you starting on a horse saddle without your gun. So your gun's on a table, and then you were on the horse saddle, and you had to get off and run around and do some stuff. And they had really spicy times with their PCCs, but as PCCs are, they didn't have all their shots.
Mm-hmm.
So what ended up happening, they had quote-unquote sus times, but according to the people, they had the right time, but they didn't, off the AMG timer, it didn't pull 27 shots. They had like 5 shots. They really only got the last one.
That's pretty standard. Yep.
And so for some reason, I don't really understand. From what I was told, someone else on another squad or something saw those times and called bullshit on them because they didn't have the right number of shots. And so basically, the range masters said you must reshoot those. And if you don't, you're either getting a 0 or going to ARB committee, and ARB committee is going to say you have to reshoot them, which sounds like kind of a bullying thing to say. I was kind of surprised that was the route they took, but basically they forced the PCC shooters on this squad to reshoot those stages, or that. Were these
stage. PCC shooters capable of laying down suspect times?
Yes,
because I've seen like Max and Brian and Zach lay down some times where I'm like, bro, and they showed me the video. I'm like, yep, okay.
Oh yeah.
So
one of the people affected was one of those guys.
Okay, yeah.
Like a top fiver. A top fiver was in this mix.
Yep.
And then
Wait,
some not.
So I got a question here. So video can be used as evidence now.
Yeah.
So the question is,
For
can the time on the video, can you be like, hey, here's where the beep goes off. My video is at 12.36, and when it gets here, we're within a tenth of what the timer shows. Clearly, it had all my shots.
I think, I'm not sure. I think video is really only admissible once you get to arbitration. So I think range masters are looking at it, and foregoing that. But
is it that aspect at arbitration though, or is it just the visual?
I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think it kind of depends. But that's why I was really surprised that they're like that was how that went down, and
it kind of seems like a dick move. Like,
yeah,
the way you I don't know exactly what it was, but the way you describe it sounds kind of shady.
It makes me feel like I'm missing key pieces of the story, but
or maybe not,
because I mean that range master's kind of done me dirty before too, but I mean they're people, but yeah. So there was a little bit of a reshoot gate there. They actually were holding up the award ceremony there for a little bit, waiting for some of those reshoots to happen, and some of the people who had good runs weren't necessarily top finishers, but yeah, they ended up getting 3 mics or whatever and dropping way down the list because
that
they were
sucks,
forced to reshoot.
man. What a bummer.
Yeah.
What a bummer. Yeah. Were these suspect times like 20% better than the match winner, or was it just like, oh, these are kind of fast for this guy? I'm curious, like, what the gap was here, because if it's like, oh, you put 5 seconds into max, like this didn't happen, or
no, they were like right there with max, from what I understand, or in the neighborhood, but they didn't have the right number of shots, so I believe it was argued that the timer didn't pick up all the shots, so it can't be guaranteed that the last shot was picked up. So it seems very thin to me. But
I was gonna say the timer doesn't have to pick up all the shots. All you need is the last shot.
Yeah, so
like,
I don't know
if it wasn't an AMG timer, we would have been totally fine.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure. I didn't quite follow the chapter and verse of how, if then, because thou shalt. I didn't quite. From what I was being told, I didn't arrive at, oh, yes, you must reshoot. But
yeah,
that happened.
Weird. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty jank sounding. I mean, I don't know all the details, but from what I was just explained,
yeah.
I'm not on board.
PCC is kind of a wild world, so.
Well, and PCC is one of those things where, like, a top 10 dude can definitely just kind of, like, lean into it and hook up and input down like a Leah Grandis level run.
Oh yeah,
like that's not out of the like that isn't a crazy thing.
Yep.
So if it was like, oh yeah, all of a sudden Max on this stage who put down a great run is at 80%, I can see that. But if it's like, oh, this isn't even the stage winning time, this is just like, I don't think Bob is this good. It's like, hey man, maybe right? Bob just had a good stage.
Yeah, that doesn't. That's where it doesn't compute. Like, we have to be missing some key piece of the story. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah. Reach out and let us know, folks. We'll square this away, or we'll keep talking shit.
And they had a demo bay area where it was a required stop on your schedule, and I got to shoot the Lago Alien pistol.
Those are weird, huh?
Yes.
Like, one of our local boys here, shout out Frank the Tank, has one, and I've shot his. I think I've shot it like 3 or 4 times now, because he's like constantly doing crazy load development. He was shooting like some 95 grain bullets doing like 1,500 feet per second or some just total crazy. Yeah, like some craziness. Like,
still minor?
He's no major, dude.
Oh, he's trying to make major.
Yeah, he's trying to make major with it. I can't remember the math exactly, but they were like super light bullets going like a ridiculous speed. And yeah, that gun feels unlike any other pistol I've ever shot.
Yes.
Like I don't know that I like it, but it is way different. Like, right. They are not kidding. That thing is not the same.
No. Yeah, and that's kind of where I was at too. Like, kind of like we've established, like, it takes a lot for me to want to shoot a gun, that I'm not, a new gun comes out, I don't have to get my hands on it unless it's super cool. Like, here's one I'm like, okay, this is unique and different enough, I'm actually interested in shooting it.
Yeah.
I mean, just because a new 1911 pattern pistol comes out, like, I'm not necessarily got to have it. The new staccatos, I'm intrigued by the new staccatos. I've had opportunities, like, say, I haven't actually bothered to pick one up yet.
Yep.
But this one, I'm like, okay, this is unique and different. I actually want to try this thing. And I have to say, it's expensive. I mean, it's Atlas expensive. But, like, I really dig it. Like, it's solid. It feels like a gun. Right, it's made out of metal. It
certainly does not feel cheap, plasticky.
Yeah,
misfit. None of that's like It feels quite nice.
Yeah. The trigger, it's not a 1911 trigger, but the trigger's legit. And it's not like M&P people with Apex saying that their trigger's legit, like it's actually legit.
Yeah. I'd say it's 85% of a good 1911 trigger.
Yeah.
I'd say it's on par with a crappy 1911 trigger.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Like, yep.
And I was like, and the dude, I was right away in the morning, so the dude his coffee hadn't kicked in yet.
So he's not giving you the spiel. He's just like, here, shoot the thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, hey man, what's the deal? And he's like, oh, Lago pistols. I'm like, well, yep. I'm like, give me your elevator pitch. Like, what's the deal with these things? He's like, okay, and he explained it to me. It's like actually a gas piston blowback. It's gas delayed. So, like,
think of it like a JP5 or a Mean Arms, except it's a pistol.
Kind of, but like, so in your
because that's a bearing delay blowback, so that's not gas delay. So yeah, you're right.
So like
not the same thing.
For a semi-automatic gun to work, basically some sort of mechanical resistance needs to be in place so that the action stays closed long enough for the shot to leave and still harness some of the energy for it to cycle. So that's where the delay comes from. So like straight blowback guns like OG PCCs, that's why they're so heavy. The bolt has to be that heavy so that it takes that much pressure to move it back. In an AR-15, that's why you have a bolt that locks, and that's what your gas tube does. Your gas tube unlocks the bolt. It doesn't blow the whole bolt carrier back. Guy who made a video about me on YouTube. The chamber pressure is what cycles your rifle, but the gas tube unlocks it. And then roller delay, that's the same thing. Like, it's not mass, it's the mechanical action of moving that roller. That's just enough of a delay to get the pressure right to do this. And so in a pistol, in a tilting barrel, like a Browning style pistol, like most of us shoot, pretty much any 1911 or tilting barrel pistol is a Browning based tilting barrel design. So essentially the action
may we praise his name.
Yeah. So the force that it takes to tilt your barrel to unlock it, that is the right amount of pressure or resistance for the whole thing to work. And that's why your slide is a lot lighter than, say, a high point. A high point is a straight blowback pistol. So the mechanical action of your barrel dropping out of the locked position is what does that in a Browning style pistol. Essentially, in an Alien, they're using that pulse of gas pressure to hold the gun closed for that instant. So that pulse of gas against the piston is what holds it shut for the right amount of time. And then because it's not a tilting barrel design, they have the barrel sitting way lower in your hand, and then the reciprocating parts of the gun sit way lower in your hand, and they're a lot lower mass. And then you can do all the modular Alien things that are pretty cool. Like,
so,
you can,
in many ways, it's almost the opposite of an AR, because instead of the gas actuating the bolt, the gas is holding the bolt closed.
Yes. Yep. 100%.
Oh, that's super interesting. I actually didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So once he actually
really
pulled the thing apart and showed me, that was pretty cool. And then once you have one, because the barrel's fused in place, like the upper assembly and all that, or let's say the slide and top rail assembly, those are interchangeable. So on the same pistol, you could make it a limited optics gun, or you could take it off and you could make it an iron sight gun, or you could take it off and I think you could make it a ported like open gun. So you could reconfigure, as long as the barrel you want stays the same, like you can reconfigure the slides and the magwells and all that stuff for one frame to fit various different divisions.
Is the barrel permanently attached to the frame?
Yeah, the barrel is permanently press fit in there.
Oh, interesting. So when you do wear that barrel out, you have to buy a whole new frame.
I'm not sure. It's a good question. I would assume they could change it, but
it
would take Lago.
Yeah.
Lago would have to change it for you. You're not gonna.
Yeah,
do it yourself.
for sure. Yeah, I was gonna say, but like at the same time, in pistols, people who wear out barrels are few and far between. Like
this also is true.
We know several of them, and we are a couple of them, but that's not a normal thing for somebody to actually wear out a pistol barrel. So
yeah.
less of a concern for sure.
And so, like, when I was gonna shoot it, I'm like, oh, and he's explaining it to me, and I think his name's Dave. Dave, their shooter guy. He dropped into. He's a 3-gun guy, so I've shot with him in the past before, very distantly. And he said it feels a lot like an open gun, like an open major gun, like the way it hits your hand, because it's super low and it's super fast, so it cycles super fast, but it's.
I described it as very violent with very little dot movement.
Yeah. Or it's a lot, for me, it's a lot like a revolver too, although revolvers sit super high in your hand. But like revolvers just kind of have, like, it's kind of this dead blow effect. Like you feel the whole recoil in your hand, like,
because there's nothing moving. Yeah.
But something moves, but it's very low in your hand and it cycles very fast. It's very, like there's a lot of shock. So like it's a high frequency thing. But it does not move. And then they actually intrigued me. They're like, with iron sights, like none of your iron sights move. I'm like, oh, show me that. And so I shot the iron sight version of it, and I thought it was pretty cool. So it's
kind of
it's
interesting.
Definitely a neat gun.
So it's like a sight block pistol, except the rear doesn't move either.
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's got like it's almost got like a vent rib on it, like a shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty interesting. Like it's like it's not enough performance. You know, like I've shot a couple of them a couple of times in different configurations, and they're super interesting. It's not enough of a performance change that I'm like, oh, this is the new hotness, and I'm gonna do this. Yeah, it's not like it's that, but it's kind of the first go at this.
Right.
And it's like the first go at anything, for the first go at this to be as good as it is quite shocking.
Yeah.
Like I can see a day like not too far in the future where like either these guys do another one or a couple more people try one and are like, hey man, like, you know, now it's actually better. Because we've been shooting the same gun for more than 100 years and it's still the best thing. Like eventually something's going to take it over, but like it's right. It's just cool that people are like just trying new stuff instead of like, hey, here's another striker fired whatever. Here's another 1911 Paladin pistol. Like, it's pretty cool.
And it's like, I wouldn't say like if you're getting into the sport, you should buy an Alien. But if you're the kind of people who are like, I'm getting into the sport and I'm, you know, they're immediately shopping at Atlas, Infinity, Hayes Custom, you know, if they're those people who like don't mess around and they're buying. If you're legit shopping in that price range and you're not biased towards a Browning style pistol, it's pretty cool. It's definitely worthy of your consideration. The question then is like, how much accessory support do you have for it? Like, can you get the holster you want for it? Or things like that. They also told me they're coming out with a left-handed one. That was the thing for me. Ooh. Like, it ejects so low that if I don't have
is it hitting your hand on the way out?
If I don't have my thumbs in just the right place, I'll induce a stoppage. But they're like, pretty soon we're going to be coming out with one that's a mirror image, and it'll kick out the other side. So if you got the left-handedness, you might have to wait till that one comes out. But
gotcha.
It was pretty cool.
Most of us don't have that problem.
Yeah. I passed on the Kimber, like nothing personal. I just, you know.
Yep.
I shot him already.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Well, how'd everyone come out, man? What were the finishes? Give us some Sports Center. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Dun-dun-dun. I know Aaron Eddins shot belt. He shot open major from belt somehow.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And
that's awesome.
Jacob Hetherington shot belt also in limited optics. Carry optics. Christian Seiler won, and Christian was also shooting belts. So I'm not sure. I was
gonna say, I saw some videos from him.
I'm not sure. Well, yeah, he said. So I'm guessing Christian won the money in carry optics, because carry optics was Christian Seiler, Brantley Merriam, Morgan Gunnell. Nathan Barnes, and Morgan.
Quick jump. I'm going to have you just run through those names again because I just walked all over the top of them, but I wanted to jump this in. Adam Grimm, who won limited optics at Nationals, shooting a CZ. So I would say our should CO die and just become LO argument is just kind of pretty much got made for us. Just saying.
Yep. But certain very vocal people pretty much killed it in rules committee, at least for another year. So
bummer. Anyways, what were those names again? I'm sorry.
So we got Christian Seiler with a CZ.
Surprising nobody.
Brantley shooting a Glock. I don't know what Morgan shoots. Pretty sure Nathan shoots a CZ and Morgan is Team Glock. Limited. How deep was limited here? We had 27, 28 people in limited. So at the top we got Michael Stephen, Joey Sauerland at 92%, Ben Olson, spelled weird, Josh Mansky, and Clay. Oh my God, Clay! I'm gonna butcher your name, Clay S.
Coward.
Limited optics. Jacob Hetherington, the man, the myth, the legend. Oh my gosh. Alistair Stewart, second place.
Alistair got second.
Yeah, 96%.
Gangster, dude. Alistair's a local Salt Lake boy.
Woo.
He has been putting in work and it is clearly showing. He broke the top 10 at Nationals too. Nice job, homie. Well done.
DJ Jenkins in third at 91%. Dan Koldelka. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling with names today. And then June Kim in fifth. But Jacob pretty decisively winning limited optics. Open. We have Bridger Havens. Bridger Havens. And then Aaron Edens, 96.89% shooting belt. That's pretty good. Chris Tilley. Man, Chris Tilley is only a couple tenths behind Aaron. In third, Robert Crow. Also really close to 90. Man, it was close at the top here. And then William Drummond also at 95%.
I wonder if the walls from Heaven to Hell rule is in effect for Bob Crow, or if he's able to just shoot over the walls.
Some of the walls actually they didn't go all the way. They let you shoot over them.
Oh, this is a match for Bob.
Some of them were as constructed. So yeah, Bob was having a good time on 5.
Yep. I have a great selfie with Bob Crow from like 2017 or something. We were both shooting the same match together, and I just like, hey man, we should take a selfie. And I just have a photo, and it's just me and like the bottom of the zipper on his jersey. I think Bob has like 14 inches on me. Yeah, he's a skyscraper of a man. We love you, Bob.
There was a few dudes at awards that were Bob height. I'm like, man, something's in the water down here. They got some big string beans. Yeah.
Man. All right.
PCC.
I was going to say, you're missing one.
PCC
missing
and
two.
Overall, we got Max Leograndis, surprising exactly
nobody.
No one. Migs Valencia at 97%.
Woo.
Justine Williams at 92% for third place.
Oh.
And then
there's some pretty real names behind her, too.
Yeah, then it drops off quite a bit. Steve Scasia in fourth, and Travis McCamish in fifth.
Wait, did Nelson not shoot it? Oh no, I saw Brian's been several people have totally ripped off my lessons from matches format video stuff on YouTube.
Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, sir.
It is indeed. I think I'm still doing it the best though. But anyways, yeah. So Brian has been posting up some stages and talking through it, and I just remembered one of those that I saw today, but it was from Nationals. So I am I'm not thinking straight. Anyways.
Maybe when I decide that I want to start editing videos, maybe I'll do it too.
All right.
I am kind of jealous, but not jealous enough to learn how to voice over videos.
It's actually drastic for everybody listening. It is way more work than you think it is. Because you have to do all kinds of weird formatting stuff to make it not sound like total crap and actually work right. So for each of those little 5-minute videos, there's like a good 25-30 minutes worth of BS involved.
Yeah.
Not counting actually posting it. So for everybody who's like, hey man, thanks for posting those. You're welcome, and thank you for saying so, because they do take a lot of work.
Hunter brought a bunch of influencer types here. So Micah Mayfield was here, a couple other ones, but I got to actually meet Administrative Results.
Ooh,
he's a cool guy. I like him a lot.
Are you
His real
still
name's
turned
Aaron.
on? He's a sexy looking man.
Yeah. It's I had to keep my distance because I'm taken, but like I was tempted.
I understand. I wouldn't judge you.
But yeah, he and his camera guy were there, and so he was a good time.
Was Flannel Daddy there too?
Plaid Daddy was not here.
Tragedy, man.
But,
come on. Gotta come on
I don't
out.
know.
He strikes me more of a 3-gunner.
Yeah, I'm guessing child support probably got in the way of him doing that.
That happens.
Production, surprising no one, Nils Jonassen.
Woo.
Or Jonassen. How do you say it?
Hey,
say it right. It's my fault.
Nils Jonassen.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Travis butchered it at Nationals one time too, and everyone was giving him a bunch of crap.
Jonathan.
I got you, Nils. I got you.
Nils and Jessica, I'm sorry. But yeah, surprising no one, Nils, Hundy P, and then 26% behind him. Eric,
I was gonna say, what was the gap?
Eric Berkeley.
Where did Nils finish in the? I'm curious where Nils finished in the overall. So when you're done with everything, jump out and let me know.
I'm gonna have to scroll once, twice, 3 times.
It must have been a lot of reloads in this match.
Oh yeah.
I mean that's yeah, it is a whole match of like long and medium
it.
courses. That's tough to make up against PCCs and open guns.
Yeah, he's quite a ways. Man, I think maybe he is human.
Huh.
Maybe he
I'll be
is.
damned.
He's a real people.
No, he's not.
Lucas Botkin beat him with the carrot. Maybe. I don't know.
Did you miss his name or something?
I must be missing it because I'm to 130 and I haven't seen him yet.
Dude, there's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way. You must have scrolled past his name.
Yeah. Oh, let me search it quick.
This is such good pod.
57.
Okay. I was like, there's no way he's 130.
I missed it. Yeah. So Nils.
Okay, so we have a retraction to make. Lucas Bogkin does not beat Nils Johnson.
Yeah. Nils Jonassen, 57th at 79.86% in the combined.
That's pretty solid. Yeah.
So yeah,
80% reloading every 10 rounds, shooting iron sights against PCCs. What a G.
Revo, only one dude did it. He's here having a
solid.
Good time. Good job, Gordon. Single stack. Mike Dixon took first place. And then it was Brett Berg, Brian Popoulos, Jamin Vo, and then Jalise Williams. So getting her redemption on me from Factory Gun.
Atta girl.
And still nursing a broken foot, apparently.
Yeah. I'm surprised you're still shooting on that thing, but also kind of not surprised.
And then,
but remember, as your older role model here, those things kind of come back and bite you. So I'm just saying, maybe take a little bit of time off this winter.
Maybe.
Just putting that out there.
And then your boy, honorable mention in 7th at in single stack and
first place belt.
First place belt, second place GM when the third GM DQ'd out of the match.
Nice.
but I got a trophy, so joke's on him, and nobody at the office who doesn't listen to the show will know that.
That's right. Just put it up there and be like, what?
Positive imprints on the self-image, right?
That's right.
That's what we're doing.
This is how good I am. Look at this trophy I got. Yep.
And
not gonna lie.
And
the good.
Bittersweet. Go ahead, check out that division sponsor on the top there.
Ooh, solid.
Suck it, O-Site.
Taking the O-Site plaque with an Atlas. Oh wait, no, single stacks. You're not shooting an Atlas.
Yeah,
never mind.
Yeah. Vortex.
Have you gotten your hands?
Vortex is winning the O-Site division with an iron sight gun. So I'm not sure how we feel about that, but
yeah, how is the O-Site division? Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But have you managed to get your hands on an Atlas single stack gun yet?
No.
Nope. It's gonna happen.
For the record, I actively am seeking to buy one. Every time I have asked them for one, they have told me no, and that is the only reason that I have a Wilson to shoot this match with.
Somebody somewhere has one.
Mike Stoker.
Hook your boy up.
Mike Stoker. I know you have one.
Reach out. We don't want Maxwell shooting a gun that says Wilson down the side of it in giant letters. Come on, guys. Hook him up. Help a brother out.
Yeah, this one's black, so you can't really see it. When I was shooting the Dan Wesson, that was kind of...
Yeah.
That one was stainless. They're written in really big letters.
Yeah. That was a little extra. And you ended up on the cover of Front Sight with that gun, didn't you?
Did I? Not on the cover, I don't think.
Not on the cover? Oh, just in it?
But yeah, I was in it for sure. Oh, yeah. 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 Oh, yeah, my first match back for my broken leg.
Yeah.
And yeah, solid. For all the Train As You Fight FUDs out there and the late great James Yeager, this isn't my carry gun, but they're both Wilson CQBs, and the difference is negligible. Basically, it's
an adjustable sight.
Basically, an adjustable sight. That is the difference.
Attaboy.
And what gets me about when people are like, "Oh, you should shoot the gun you actually carry." First of all, I shoot more than you.
Yeah, I shoot the gun that I actually carry more than you shoot. Period.
Right.
And I shoot this other gun 30 to 50,000 rounds a year. So
yeah.
Maybe shut up.
So one, that would be a lot of loading and unloading the expensive ammo, which every time you load the cartridge, you set the bullet back just a little bit. So that gets to be an expensive proposition. And as we've established here on the pod, guns are consumable. So to some extent, when you're shooting the amount that we do, you don't want to be training that extensively on your carry guns because you are wearing them out. Especially you guys who like to rack your guns off of things. Like if you like to practice racking your dot off of things, if you hit that thing enough times, it's going to break. All right? So yes, learn the skill, but you're hitting the thing that has to maintain a 0 on a regular basis. While it's very similar to my carry gun, and I do shoot the guns that I carry sometimes, I don't put high practice round counts on them because I don't want to wear them out if I need them. And also, I needed a carry gun while I was here. So that one was in the car.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed.
But yeah, they are remarkably similar for all practical intents and purposes. A gun that I carry, and absolutely a holster that I carry all the time. and a belt that I absolutely carry all the time. And then artificially had to figure out some way to accessibly carry 32, 40 plus rounds of ammunition on my belt.
10 rounds at a time.
Because
8 rounds at a time.
Because where you're maybe having a spare, maybe bringing a spare mag in case you need it, I for sure need to do 3 timed reloads in very rapid succession and maybe more. So
yeah.
So that part's
not the same thing.
Not same but different, but still not same.
Yep.
So.
And if you want to know whether or not Maxwell rocks a sidecar for a backup mag for his appendix stuff, you can check out his YouTube channel because the appendix carry series just kicked off.
Yep.
Just watched the first one here about an hour ago.
Oh, really?
It's pretty good.
Man,
yeah, I was just watching
my videos.
Yeah, look at that. 1 view. Good job.
And I have, yeah. And I have, so in typical fashion, like, Riser, if you're ordering a custom gun, what's the rule?
Do not call that gunsmith to ask how your gun is doing because it will just go to the back of the line.
Yeah, and it will be ready the week of
when
the match or,
or
probably after.
Yes, that rule.
So I ordered some of the carry concealment bounty holsters, the quote unquote competition appendix holsters, and they arrived at my house while I was here.
Solid. Checks out. Yep.
So exciting things.
Did I see right? Those have 2 sidecars and a magnet.
Yes.
I love that there is straight up competition appendix carry rigs now.
Yeah.
They are in no way concealment rigs.
Yeah, it'll probably work, but
if it's winter enough, you can make it happen.
Yeah. If you get big enough pants and don't have to sit down.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
My only question for PCSL is how I'm going to carry the rifle mags. I think I'm going to need a second belt, and I'm going to have the rifle mag pouches on that or something.
Well, the nice thing is you don't have to do that many rifle reloads, and I don't think it matters as much that your rifle mag pouch is as solid as your pistol mag pouch is.
Yes.
I think you could just put a rifle mag pouch on the Hunter Constantine belt, and it would be fine.
Yeah. I think it'd be all right. I have to play around with it because I think where it would end up for me would be on the stretchy elastic part. So I'm thinking of putting
Well, it'd definitely be there because the whole back 70% of the belt is the stretchy elastic part.
Right. So I'm thinking
what if you just stiffen up a little section of it?
I don't know. Or I might just have the Vertex pants with the integrated mag pouches in them.
Yeah, but your mag sits so low in those. I think that reload would be really slow.
I don't know. I have a couple weeks to play around with it.
Oh wait, you shooting? Are you shooting competition division?
Oh, I'm shooting practical.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can do whatever you want then. If you're shooting competition division, you should just put them in a cargo pocket and call it a day.
No, I like practical division, so that's what I'm going to be gearing up for. I still have to decide if I'm shooting 40 or 9. I'm going to have to check 0 this week. I'm going to shoot the minor ammo and the major ammo and see if the 0 is even remotely the same, and that will probably make up my mind.
Yeah.
And then I'll ship you.
Wait,
decision.
Is there major in PCSL now?
No, but there are spinners.
I mean, I guess, but
I know, right?
Yeah, I don't think it.
I'm torn between this is a fun idea and it doesn't make any sense.
No, dude, shoot 9. What are you doing?
I don't know, man.
There's don't
I'm all
shoot 40
up,
for the entire match. No, don't shoot 40 for the whole match for one spinner. What do you think? Yeah. No, that's folks. Email Maxwell and tell him what a terrible idea this is. on the perfpodcast@gmail.com.
Hell yeah.
Let him know. This is a terrible idea.
All right.
I'm due for some dinner here, folks. So
me too.
We're gonna wrap this up. Yeah, and Maxwell's still in the hotel after the match. This is the night the match ended, so he's fresh off of it, rocking his nice comfy hoodie post shower.
Oh yeah, got my fat stack right here. It still smells.
That's right.
Smells like the bank.
Man, he looks like he just robbed a bank in heat. Fantastic.
We're one stack closer to Greece.
So somebody did a video one time where they calculated the weight of the duffel bags full of money that would have been in the movie Heat.
Yeah.
And they would have weighed like 185 pounds a piece or some ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I just looked at that. I was like, dude, there's no way you're running around with all that paper, dude. Like, have you ever just gone on a run for your shop and get some printer paper? This stuff is so heavy. Like, there's no way.
Well, that's like, I'm a history nerd. So like you listen to like some of these MacV guys from Vietnam, and they like legit strapped like 500 rounds on them in magazines.
What was it? Who's? I was gonna say, who's the former SEAL with the podcast? That would have been like 50 people.
Sean Ryan.
Ryan.
Jocko.
Yeah. No, Sean Ryan's the guy that I'm thinking of, but he interviewed some MacV guy for like a 3-hour podcast.
Yeah,
it was insanity.
That's probably John Stryker Meyer that remarkably looks like Matt Damon when he was in the 60s.
Not John Stryker Meyer, different guy.
Oh, then it was
he had that crazy story about basically wrapping off the end of the rope while rapping out of a helicopter to rescue some people. And just being like, well, they're down there and I can't get there if I don't just go, and just like dropped into the trees.
Yeah.
It was insanity, dude. Guy was, yes. Dick something. Anyways, find it.
Yeah, that's good.
Find
it's
it,
all
folks. Good. It's worth 3 hours of your time. It was amazing. I can't believe any of those dudes are still alive. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like, I mean, I've carried that much in an ammo box, like strapping that all on your body. When they're like, oh yeah, I had like 40 mags for my Car 15, and then 10 hand grenades and 2 claymores and 5 smokes. And
you're like,
they're getting into a firefight.
Did you have
just
a
to like
wheelbarrow
leave some of that
with
behind.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you guys got back issues?
Yeah. I thought I had it bad shooting open division and 3-gun. Jesus. All right, we're gonna wrap it up, folks. Remember, keep your overlays handy, because the difference between 7th and 4th is just a couple inches, as Maxwell can tell you.
Yep.
It's good to have that on you.
Yep. And, put the brass side up in your shotgun shell caddies.
Also that. If you can see the crimp, it ain't right.
Yep.
Don't do that.
Brass side up, bullets forward.
All the things.
Safety on, keep your stick on the ice.
Rubber down. More sports analogies, etc. Etc.
We'll see you next week,
guys
guys.
next time. Bye.